What's up, Anxious Hour Podcast? Welcome back to another banger. We're here on a beautiful Tuesday, December 10th. I don't know why he's side-eyeing me, but we got another episode for y'all, and it's going to be a calm little episode.
Alright, you guys, so for this week, me and Gerard decided that we were going to just film separate videos and bring them together and give you guys a different message from each other. Today, I thought about just, doing a little YouTube tutorial on a haircut because, it's kind of satisfying, so I hope you guys enjoy. Forgive me, you guys, for my voice today. I am a little sick, so just bear with me. But, I just want to say, a lot of people like to stop their growth for others, but just try not to, because, it's something that a lot of us do because we feel like it's the right thing. We make sure everyone is satisfied, and we always want to take care of everybody, whether this is friends or family or somebody is holding you back. They're just being an anchor to what you got going on and your goals to your life, to your financial situation. You got to understand the situation is going to keep on happening until you make the choice to move on, and let go. As selfish as it may seem, or you may think, it's not, because you're just putting yourself first. And I guarantee you're in that situation because you put others before yourself. When you do that, it never ends well for you. You end up feeling really drained about the situation, and you feel like you don't want to do anything because you're constantly putting those people before you. You end up with no help, and everybody just wants help from you, and you don't want to be in that situation, so stop trying to help people who can't help themselves. You got to realize that you got your own problems going on too, and not everything is just about them. And if they don't understand that, then that's how you know they're just not somebody that you need to keep around. For example, let's say somebody keeps on reaching out to you for help and help and help and help and help and help every single time, and you realize you're never going to be independent. You're never going to be able to fix your own problems. They're only going to keep on coming to you again and again and again because it's okay for them. They're going to keep on saying it's okay. They keep on helping me time and time again. They're for sure going to help me this time. And that, you just got to start simple by saying no. Start having boundaries if you see someone who's using you, who's taking your kindness for granted. Start by saying no, bro. It's simple. It's not your job to help people all the time, because at the end of the day, who's going to help you? All you got is yourself. You got to put yourself first. You got to remember to just take it easy on yourself sometimes. I know it's easy to be your biggest enemy, and it's so easy to talk negative to yourself. It's so easy to talk so harshly when it comes to you. When it comes to like a friend, we're typically more nice to them and stuff than we are to ourselves. And it's like, why is that? I feel like it's important to treat yourself like a friend. Stop being so hard on yourself. How do you expect to grow if you bash yourself? Yeah, we all mess up. We all make mistakes, of course. That's what we do. That's our human nature. But the way you talk about yourself behind all of that is so effective, If I call myself stupid and dumb and I can't do this, what do you expect to happen? I'm going to start doing stupid and dumb things. The words you speak and what you say are so powerful. And as I get older, I constantly realize that's why I'm so careful what I say to myself, or just how I verbalize things, All I'm trying to say is think before you react, think before you say, be more loving to yourself. I also notice a lot in people, and even in myself, we ask ourselves why a person would hurt us. But God put those people in your life to answer their prayer. You were their vessel through God to answer their prayer. Give them that love, give them that attention, give them that affection, because they needed that. And in that hardship, you learned a valuable lesson. Remember, love keeps no record of wrong. Every time we sin against the Lord, He never chooses to stop loving us. When someone messes up or does you wrong, you have to choose to forgive them. You're the only one suffering when you don't choose to forgive. When you choose to hold on to something like that, you're just a prisoner to the unforgivefulness. So to forgive is setting yourself free. It's okay to hurt initially, but you don't want to stay in that hurt. You deserve so much better than what you're getting when you do that, bro. I've been going through a lot, and I got a lot of work going on at school, at home, all these haircuts and stuff, but you just got to keep on going through all that pain and all that suffering, because in the end, it's so sweet. You got to just give it time. You gotta let things just fall into the right place and leave it to God's timing. He has a plan for every single one of us, and if you just follow His plan and keep your faith, that little seed of doubt won't bloom. And your faith will continue with the Lord, and it'll become stronger. And that's something I can personally say that I've been struggling with, is building a better relationship with God. But the more I wake up and the more I read my Bible, the more I pray and actually talk to Him like I would my friend, or I would my teacher or my parent or something, is the same way that I would talk to Him. And building that relationship with Him will really show you that there is light to the world, and that you aren't alone, and you do have somebody when you do feel lonely. For so long, even though I had my family with me and friends, and everybody was just so close to me, I always felt like lonely and empty inside, and I never knew and understood the reason why. But it was because my faith just wasn't strong with God, and I always questioned whether or not He was real, or whether or not I really believed in the Bible, and all the stuff that people were saying, because those could just be words. But once you really there's a saying that is true in a way, and it's kind of messed up, but it's a good kind of messed up, if that makes sense. But you don't really turn to God until you experience a type of pain or an event that causes you to come to Him, and He does that for a reason, because He knows that we can't do it without Him, and the only way to get through our problems is to talk to Him and lay your trust in Him. And once you do that, you'll be set. Everything will be good. I started cutting hair around a year ago, and for the longest time I never had my faith in Him, because I was so focused on a girl and what she could provide for me and what she could help me with, and I thought I could just get through my struggling without Him, because I had the girl and everything, and she ended up showing me that I couldn't trust another person, or even family, honestly. But I know I can trust and put my faith in God, which kind of gives me hope. And since I put my faith in God fully, He's just been there for me, and everything's been going smoothly. So I really suggest, before you do anything, you find a relationship with God and get right with Him, because He's the only one who knows what's going to go on in your life and had the whole plan, your purpose figured out for you. So we're almost finished with the cut. As you can see, I just finished lining up his C-cups, and I accidentally left like a little mark in his head, but boom, then you see it. I turned that into a nice little design for my little brother. I just want to thank him. He's been with me through thick and thin, obviously, because he's my brother and everything, but he doesn't need to do that because he's only 10, and I appreciate him letting me practice the cut hair on him and stuff, and just letting me progress. And I appreciate everybody who's been coming to me and, just letting me do my thing with them. And there will be more content to come out on my other account, and I'll let y'all know in the end about my new account. But I got this aftershave from Keep 'em Sharp. It's really good and it smells super good. You just dab it on your head and you just slap it on your client. My brother was actually really scared to fill it because it burns and everything when the pores are open and all that. But his reaction was really funny, and he was like, "No, don't slap it on the back of my head. Don't slap it on the back of my head." I was like, "All right, bro, I won't. I got you." But the role of being a bigger brother, you gotta lie. So I slapped the back of his head still. But this is the cut, and it came out pretty crispy. All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys listening to me for a little bit. I'll let y'all listen to Gerard. But thank you guys again for just coming on here onto the podcast and listening to us. I do cut hair, like I said, so if you guys ever want to cut, just let me know. I'll put my my Instagram down in the link below, and I also do have another YouTube channel where I do post tutorials if you guys do want to learn how to cut hair, or if you guys just want to see and watch some of the satisfying tutorials I got, let me know. And if you want work like this, let me know, bruh. That could be you. But again, thank you guys for listening to us and just letting us talk our stuff for a little bit. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
It's not easy to grow as a person, but there are simple steps that you need to take in order to achieve growth. And just the first step is just like, first you gotta know what you wanna grow in, you know? Like, is it a sport, a hobby? Like, what area of your life do you find is weak? Or not even an area. Let's say you have a bad habit and you know you shouldn't be doing it. You see that's a weak spot in your life. You have to get rid of that. And that's what you want to use, because getting rid of that will help you grow as a person. So the first step is just acknowledging that. Then the next step is just, you know, setting goals to help you work towards that. For example, you want to quit watching pornography. What you're gonna do is you're gonna, every time you feel like watching it, you're gonna just smack your hand, or you're just gonna just think of something disgusting and just, or just, you know, you're just gonna, instead of picking up that or phone and doing that, you're just gonna go and watch your favorite show on Netflix just to take your mind off it. And what they say is, you know, after 21 days of doing something, you start to build it, it becomes a habit. So you just do that consistently every day, every day, every day. And in 21 days, you already made yourself a new person, by the way, just letting you know. And before you know it, you're just doing it. It's second nature. Like, you're not really even thinking about it. It's, you just completely gotten rid of the urges to have that habit in your life. Or that's how you start growth. That's how you grow. Another thing to understand about growth is that, you know, like, growing is a lifelong thing. Like, you're not gonna be perfect ever. So there's always an area in your life where you're gonna need to grow. There's always habits that you have in your life and you're just like, that's a bad habit, I can't have that anymore. There's always something you need to fix, and you can always be a better person. So once you understand that, you're gonna understand a lot about growth. So what I would call that is continuous learning. Just always try to learn something new. You know, yeah, that's really all I can say. Always trying to learn something new. When you see you make a mistake, figure out why you made that mistake and learn from it and grow from it. For example, like, what the area I think most people struggle with a lot in their life that people don't talk about a lot is like time management and procrastination. So those two things is like everybody struggles with it, because everybody procrastinates and everybody struggles with their time management because they don't prioritize the right stuff. So that's a part of my life where I want to grow right now too. So let's say, you know, I get back from practice, from basketball practice at 4, but I take a shower, I eat, and then I know I have a FRQ essay prompt due. I know I have math homework to do, a slideshow for computer science class. And I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna hop on TV and just catch up on my favorite show for like 10 minutes. And before you know it, you're like, shit, I'm just gonna keep pushing it. And you just push it to like 20 minutes. Before you know it, it just went from being light outside to dark outside. And you haven't gotten anything done. And that's what you don't want, right? That's one of the most important areas of growth, is being able to, you know, resist urges. So what you do at that point is you put the TV remote away, or you go somewhere where you're not going to be tempted to watch TV because it's not easily accessible to you. And you just lock in on your work. You put your headphones in, you play some tunes that are going to keep you focused, and just lock in on your work. And guess what's going to happen? When you're doing that, dude, it's going to pass by so fast. You're going to finish all your work, and then before you know it, it's still light outside. You have all the time to watch TV, chill, all that time. But guess what? You got your work done first. You prioritize the right thing. I'm telling you, it's like a law of just the world, or like a law of nature. When you prioritize the right things, you have more free time at the end. When you don't prioritize the right things and you're just focused on abusing your free time and not doing what you need to do for before that, that's when you don't have any free time, because that's when you're doing all those other stuff at the last minute. And when you do things last minute, guess what? You're not able to get it done quickly, because guess what? You have you have stress on you, because you're trying to finish it quickly. When you try to finish something quickly, you're gonna finish it slower. I promise you that. So that's why you don't do things last minute, and that's why I want to talk about procrastination. Is like one of the biggest problems that everybody, I can say everybody like over the age of 10 struggles with, because that's when you really start handling your own business, right? So like, a lot of teenagers struggle with procrastination. Adults struggle with procrastination. Procrastination is also when it's 10 p.m. and you should be going to bed, but now you want to be on the phone scrolling through TikTok. No, just put the phone down, close your eyes, scroll through your dreams and your thoughts. And that's what I gotta say. Like, I feel like everybody talks about self-worth, but nobody talks about the fact that if you're not constantly trying to grow, you're never gonna like yourself. I promise you that. And the reason why I say that is because, dude, if you go in the mirror, you look in the mirror, you wake up every day, and you see the same person, you're gonna feel the same insecurities. You're not doing anything. You're not actively involved in your life. You're not actively trying to fix something in your life. And I don't want you to like be insecure all the time, and all you think about is the problems in your life that you have to fix. No, that's not what I mean by trying to grow. What I mean is just being like, just having it in your mind that you're not perfect, and knowing there's room for growth, and just have, dude, the goal for every day is just to make it a new day. That's what I mean. Like, that's literally what I mean. You should have a different experience every day. First of all, you're gonna be happier that way, because your life is gonna be full of like crazy stuff that don't happen on the daily. And when something new happens, us humans get excited because something new is happening. So not only are you gonna have joy in your life because of that, you're also gonna gain a lot of knowledge because of that. You're gonna gain discipline because of that, because you're gonna have to adjust to different schedules because something different happened and you still have to work with it. Like, I feel like just wanting something different to happen is the best way to really, like, I don't know what to say. Just like being okay with change, and just being okay with every day being different, being okay with being okay with problems. That's the best way to love yourself. Because once you start being okay with the problems in the world, and you just tell yourself, you know what, I'm still living through these problems. I'm still gonna get through it. That's when you're gonna love yourself. You're not gonna think about your insecurities. You're only gonna see room for growth. You're gonna see room for growth, but you're not gonna see problems at the same time. It's weird how it works. Trust me. But I just feel like once you really just like start being okay with having problems in your life, because people have problems and they say, "Oh, I can't wait for times like these to pass. I can't wait for all these bad things to stop happening to me." Bro, bad things are always gonna happen to you. You're gonna always have problems. You're gonna always have annoying days. You're gonna always have annoying classmates, annoying coworkers. You're gonna always have scary stories. Like, dude, bad things are gonna happen in your life. That's part of life. Just like the good things. You're not gonna be able to enjoy the good if you don't have the bad, because the good is just gonna be normal. And what I say about being normal, when you have something that's normal, you don't value it as much. When you have something that's new, it's exciting. So I feel like you should just love the bad things happening in your life, and you should embrace the fact that life isn't perfect, the world isn't perfect, and so you're not perfect either, because you're living in this world. And I feel like that's gonna help you love yourself a lot more, because just knowing that every time you step in this world, everything's gonna be imperfect, and you just gotta live like it and get through it and enjoy your day. Every day you're gonna be out there just enjoying your day. You're not gonna think it's gonna be perfect. When you don't expect it to be perfect, you won't be mad that it's not perfect. Yeah, I feel like that's what I really got for just love yourselves. Remember what's important. Just try to grow. Peace.